So guys, it is official. South Africa is under attack. The country is being invaded. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. Because earlier on in Mpumalanga, police discovered an illegal military base operated by illegal immigrants. Guys, police discovered a whole illegal military base operated by illegal immigrants on South African soil. While South African politicians are in Cape Town enjoying the benefits and the perks of being the member of parliament, debating about removing the stem from the national anthem. This is what illegal immigrants are doing. So I guess the question that all of us are asking ourselves is, how long is it going to take before the country starts experiencing terrorism attacks? How long is it going to take?
Reporter Mweli Masilela is in White River, and he was covering this police raid this morning. And Mweli, I'd love for you to start from the beginning. Of course, we got some details around some of the intricacies and what police had found in their investigation so far. Understandably, they can't tell us everything, can't tell us too much at this stage. But you were there right at the very start, and I'd love for you to paint that picture for our viewers.
Yes, in fact, I got to know about the story a few days back as I had a conversation with some community members who were telling us about what was happening here. But we didn't have much information until then the police decided to conduct this operation. And according to the MEC for Community Safety, Security and Liaison in the province, Jackie Masia, they made a breakthrough through the work that was done by top police officers in the province. They got that information and they started investigating. That is why then that information led them to this particular camp. It's a farm just outside White River where actually it was designated for security training, and the police are telling us that as you look into the situation, things have changed completely. This is now looking like a military base, as they were raiding some of the tents here where these people have been staying for 4 months now, as we are told by the...
So guys, these people were able to get into the country to set up a military base and to get to work for 4 months before the intelligence could actually pick up on them. How safe are we as the people of this country? How safe are we? Because the people that are supposed to make sure that things like this don't happen in the country are fast asleep. Can you imagine, guys, for 4 months these people have been there training and doing God knows what? How safe are we? And now that there's a illegal military base that has been discovered in this country, how many of these do we actually have? How many of these illegal military bases do we have in the country? Because if there's one, I'm sure there's another one. I'm sure there's another one. I'm not going to sit here and actually believe that there is a single military base in the country. No. If they can find one illegal military base after 4 months, how many of these have actually been set up across the country? And what is it exactly are these people intending to do? What are their intentions? Their intentions cannot be good for South Africa because South Africans didn't know. Their intentions cannot be good. The intelligence is fast asleep. They are fast asleep. Our safety has been compromised.
looking like a military base, as they were raiding some of the tents here where these people have been staying for 4 months now, as we are told by the police as well as the MEC who's been here on site. These people have been here for 4 months.
And these people say that, yeah, these people have been here for 4 months. These people have been here for 4 months. How true is that? How true is it that that base has been set up for 4 months? How true is it? Because I'm starting to think that they peddle this whole 4 months thing to make people feel like, okay, maybe it's not such a big deal. These people simply got here like a couple of months ago. But how true is it? How true is it?
See who's been here on site. These people have been here for 4 months, and according to the MEC Jackie Masia, he's saying that they should have been proactive in as far as this issue is concerned. They are concerned about what is happening. They feel like they should have discovered what is happening here very much early through intelligence. That is why then he's saying that all the security agencies in the country, not only in the province, should be much vigilant because this tell you that it is a well-coordinated project looking into the equipment on site. They've got a gym, they've got almost all facilities that you can think about, and it tells you that there's a lot of money that has been invested in this project. As we have heard from the spokesperson of the police, Donald Mdluli, there's still a lot of investigation or information that needs to be sourced because these people have just been taken in. But what we have seen so far is that no weapons have been found inside those tents where these people have been camping. There are beds, there's food. In fact, when the police pounced here, some of them were still having breakfast. And looking behind, it's still an active scene as those 95 foreign nationals from Libya are still taking their belongings from the tent. And of course...
I mean, like, guys, what is it do they want, man? What is it do they want? Coming from Libya. What is it do they want? I mean, like, can you imagine going to a foreign country to set up a military base? What is it do they want? And the fact that they were never able to find the weapons. Man, where are the weapons? Because there have to be weapons there.
Iman, the police making sure that they escort them because they don't know as to what might happen if they are not too close to them, to ensure that everything is done accordingly. Let's just take a listen to the MEC for Community Safety, Jackie Masia, as to what he had to say about this operation that was conducted from early this morning, Iman.
We are very worried as a department and also as a province. It looks like there is a serious operation that is happening around here in this farm. Since April, it's been 4 months now. There are Libyan foreign nationals who are here in this country. Applied, they've got the visa to be here to study for security training. However, they violated their visa in terms of what they've applied for. They are here now conducting military base. We have information that they are going around communities, harassing communities. There are issues of serious cases that have been opened.
Of course. They have to be harassing the communities. They have to. So the safety of average South Africans has been compromised. The safety of average South Africans have been compromised while the politicians in this country are busy whining about white people this, black people that, while the politicians in this country are busy making petty arguments. This is what's happening on our soil. This is what people are being subjected to be harassed by the people that are not even supposed to be in this country. Man, I don't think that the South Africans are outraged enough about what's happening right now. I don't think that South Africans are outraged enough about what's happening. Because if this was a case of someone calling someone a kafir or someone calling someone something, there would have been a whole media attention on this story, man. Like, but you have these people, guys, that are terrorizing the poor communities in Mpumalanga, and of course they will terrorize those poor communities. Of course, those poor communities, man, they will be made to pay something to live in their own homes. These people will come there and start collecting the money for these people to live in their own home, in their own country. This is an embarrassment, man.
Against people whom we are unable to identify up to so far. Cases of rape, harassing communities around these areas. They said they are white people. It means when you look around, you might think that we assume that they are the one who are perpetrating this heinous crime around these communities. However, we are happy that we were able to come here. We have passed them. They are 94. The immigration is here to assist us. We are now processing. We are continuing to process them legally, so that they will be sent back to their country of origin.
And guys, if we are being honest, man, if you look at the illegal immigrants that are in the country, these are the people that are fit to be in the military. It doesn't matter if these people come from Zimbabwe. It doesn't matter if these people come from Zambia, come from Nigeria. You would hardly find women and children. No, you would hardly find women and children, but you will always find these people that are fit enough to be in the military, coming into the country to do what the hell they want. This is the problem that we are facing as the country right now. You have these young guys, these guys that are fit, terrorizing communities in the country. You have illegal immigrants coming from all over this continent, coming into the country to harass South Africans. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. And the next thing, you will hear people say that, no, those guys are just, they are asylum seekers. Those people, they come from the war-torn countries. They are simply here because they want a better life. This is what the politicians, some of the politicians are saying in the country whenever South Africans express their frustrations about these people that are in the country illegally. You will hear politicians saying that, no, they are just asylum seekers. They want to live in the best country. No, they want to have better lives. But you will never find women and children. Where are the women and children? Where are the women and children? You look at Nigerians, you look at these guys from Zimbabwe, you look at these guys from Libya. Where are the women and children? There are no women and children. This is a problem, man. This is a problem, and I'm sure we are going to regret having these people in this country. Whether we like it or not, we are going to regret having these people in the country.
Iman, if you can listen to the MEC Chekimasia, they're highlighting some of the crime that has been committed around this areas that are nearby this particular camp. He's mentioning the issue of rape as well as other incidents. And some community members have been saying that there are people harassing them around this area, and police have been struggling to crack those particular cases. And then the discovery of this camp now actually shed some light in as far as some of those cases are concerned. And the biggest concern at this stage, Iman, is that according to the MEC, they've got information that this is not the only camp that is actually being run in the province. Areas like Patplas, they are saying that there's information that they got, so they will be moving into those spaces, actually being led by the acting provincial commissioner as well of this province, to look into those areas that are suspected to be having such camps. But at this stage, police are continuing with their operations here, raiding and checking some of those areas and tents where these 95 Libyan people have been staying. But also, if you have listened to the spokesperson of the police, they are saying that there might be quite a number of issues that need to be attended to, because they believe or suspect that there might be contravention also of the Immigration Act. And these are people who also
Guys, I'm refusing to believe that these people have been there for 4 months. I'm refusing to believe that. I honestly don't think that these people have been there for 4 months. I honestly don't believe that. I believe that they have been there for longer. They have been there for long. Just look at the infrastructure, man. And the fact that these people could not find such a big place. They could not find such a big place. Just look at the infrastructure, man. These people were not there for 4 months. They are simply trying to make us feel good about their past and make it look like, no, we worked so hard and these people have only been here for 4 months. But in truth of the matter is that it is a lie. These people have not been there for 4 months. I would bet that these people have been there for longer.
presented facts when they flew to South Africa, when you look into their visas. But we will get more information as the day progresses, Iman. As you know, that most of those developments are still new at the stage, but we hope that as the day progresses, we'll have much more information that will bring clarity, because there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered. Who is actually funding such a big project? Because when you look at those facilities here at this particular camp, there is a lot of money that has indeed been invested, Iman.
Those are critical questions, Mweli, that need to be answered. I did put some of those to Donald Mdluli. Understandably, not sure yet what that is until those investigations begin to develop a little more deeply. But it is a concern, especially against the backdrop of other, stories around military camps and military activities on South African soil. I want to quickly just ask you. I mean, you had the opportunity to look at these people that have been arrested. 95 of them, we understand. Just talk to us a little bit, as you say, caught off guard. This was an operation that caught them in the middle of breakfast. Very relaxed, I imagine, ready to carry on with another day of whatever it is that they were doing. Just talk to us a little bit more about what you observed about the people that have been arrested.
Yeah, so the most difficult thing on the side of these people when you try to maybe communicate, because most of the police officers that are on the ground, I've heard them trying to communicate with them. The language barrier is a big issue, because as they are fetching even the bags now, taking them into those vehicles that have been brought in by security agencies, it's difficult to even communicate with them. But even when they communicate among themselves, you can tell that these are people who are actually now used to staying together, and they seem to be people who understand each other very well, because even when the police came here, there was no fight at all. They came out of those tents one by one and gathered outside, and you could tell that there are a few identified leaders who are actually communicating to them to say this is how they should behave at this present moment as the situation unfolds. Even when they were taken in, there were still those few people, like 2 of them, actually saying that they must relax, they must be calm. So those are some of the questions people are asking us to. What purpose are they trying to serve by coming into South Africa to be trained here? I even had some of the people around here having a concern to say that the fact that they've been brought in here to be trained in South Africa, what if they are here for a mission to attack South Africans, trying to adjust or adapt to the environment here in South Africa? And I guess most of the answers will come from the owner of the farm, as we have heard that police, as well as other officials from the Department of Community Safety, are having that conversation with him to provide more clarity. And as we came in here, we found that there are locals that are actually making sure they've been tasked to guard this particular camp. And I also had a conversation with some of them, and obviously they don't want to reveal much, but they did say that these people have been here for some time, and these people have also been seen in the communities around, where they also get their groceries and many other items. And what we have noticed also, the injuries in some of them. In fact, there's quite a number of them that looked injured, Michelle, and most of them, those who are injured, they are limping. Then that tells you about the intensity of the training in this particular camp. As you can see also in terms of the equipment and some of the gadgets around, you can tell that there's a lot of training and also making sure that these people, when they visit these communities, they say that they are very friendly to some of the community members. But indeed, we will wait for the police to get more information, and we will indeed update as to what is happening on the ground.
Masilela, thank you very much. Very important, of course, in a story like this, to keep in mind the facts of what is being revealed, the outcome of these investigations, and the course of what these investigations reveal can't be wasted, of course, on our audience. That there is, there are some political issues inside Libya as well that might be relevant to the story. Reports of armed clashes between groups in Libya's western city of Zawiya, for example, between armed groups. So could this be related? Could it not be related? What's this all about? Well, we'll wait to see as authorities continue to share some information with the public after the developments outside White River in Mpumalanga, suspected military base being made operational there, and 95 people now taken into custody. Thank you very much, Mweli.
Guys, there's nothing good that is going to come out of this, man. There's nothing good that is going to come out of this. Nothing good. Man, I don't even know what to say. Guys, please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.